Hello everyone, it's me Pavlo, and as usual today we'll be talking about something interesting from the audio world. And today it will be FiiO FF3S. As you can easily guess by name and even by photo on the box, it's FiiO's earbuds or so-called flathead earphones. I don't know, but sometimes this name I use nowadays. So they are not as popular as in-ear monitors now, and it's pretty understandable. In-ear monitors offers you better sound isolation. Also they are better usually in producing bass because they work at the closed volume of air in your ears. And also they are more reproducible in terms of results. While with earbuds everything depends on your outer ear structure and fit, so sound can be different for different people, but instead you're getting some interesting pluses, like it's a good option for those who don't like when something inserted into your ear. Also it gives usually a better stage when it's tuned properly, and also you keep your spatial awareness what's going on around here. FiiO used a big 14.2mm dynamic driver with beryllium plated dome, 45 ohms of impedance, and if I remember right, about 105 decibels of sensitivity. Price is around $90 or so, plus minus, so let's have a closer look. Let's do a quick unboxing and see what we're getting here. Package is really nice, good cardboard, nice polygraphy, really solidly built. So magnet flap. Here we're getting quick start guide, and underneath earpieces themselves, cable and box of accessories here. So let's see what's in the box. And it's that Lego-like box inside. You have a pair of papers that you can label and put here to understand what's stored here. In general, really practical and convenient box, especially taking into account that you can stack them on top of each other. Then Pentagon adapter means that we're getting replaceable jacks here. Then a lot of different forms, as usual impossible to open without tearing the bag. A lot of different form tips. So totally another bag. Now much more reliable, and here we're getting donut-like forms. Then go this bag with something white inside, and it's rubbery tips if you want them, so they should improve grip of earphones in your ears a little bit. Also black rubbers and pair of rubbers with flaps to provide a better hold in your ears. And let's see earpieces themselves. Let's move everything a bit aside. So here they are. Looks nicely, reminds previous model, but actually here color looks a bit nicer. Maybe I'm wrong, but for me it looks like with slight green tint. As you can see, they remind some drums, and they are made of metal, so nice and solid build. Interesting pattern on these sides, and as you can see, here is a vent hole, meaning that this part is also doing some job in acoustic treatment of the driver. Here used 2-pin connectors, not MM6 as in more expensive model, but still 2-pin connectors is also really nice solid choice here. They fitting really tight and holding well. Stock cable is basic, not super soft, but probably not the most rigid one. Not super soft, but not also really stiff. Looks okay. It goes to the splitter with chin slider, and here we getting FiiO's traditional replaceable jacks. So unscrew this outer part, remove it, replace to the other one, then pick at the groove and notch so they match each other, and then screw it back for the reliable hold. That's it. And actually here is FF5 flagship model, so they are less green, more black, and they have another cable. It's also a bit stiff, but it's braided. But in general, as you can see, in terms of construction, they are pretty close, with one exception. FF5 uses MMCX connectors. And in general, nice accessory set, build quality and other stuff. And of course about the sound, I give them full 48 hours of burn-in, sound slightly settled during this process, but not too much, so don't bother burning them in on purpose, just start enjoying. Actually, based on specs and description, they share the same driver with the previous FF3, but FiiO retuned it with this sophisticated inner acoustic structure. They have two spiral tubes that goes both ways, so you can see these vent holes on the both sides, and actually that helped to improve the sound signature. As usual, you can definitely alter the sound. For example, with that solid foams you'll get warmer sound with less treble and slightly less accent on the mids, but with more warmth. With that donut-like foams you'll get the opposite, for me at least. They make focus on the upper mids and lower treble. Also try silicones. You can actually use both silicones and foams, but I don't think it will make much sense in this case. And I'm describing the sound for the naked option and just subjectively to my ears. So what is the first positive side here, and what surprised me the most is actually that they have a pretty decent low frequencies. Of course, it's not to be compared with some in-ear monitors, especially the basic ones. Still, they are open in terms of design, and part of bass is just reflects into the air and dissipates there, but still they deliver a nice amount of mid bass. Actually, not too much for me, not too few, because I have seen some mentions that they are bassy and warmer, other mentions that they are almost bassless. So as you can see, it really depends on the fit. So for me, they provides a good for earbuds slam, and they even give you that deeper layers of bass usually absent in earbuds. But they are not like monumental as it with some IEMs, but it's still great that they are present, and actually it really matches real instruments like double bass, low octaves on the piano and so on. And it's probably not the superb choice for some bass heavy music, but still, even with electronic tracks, you'll get at least some amount of deeper bass, but not punchy. So it's a matter of tastes, of course, and actually I haven't heard oh no, I heard like model with more bass. It was EM5 by FiiO, but for this price, still I think that it's pretty decent option. Nice resolution, pretty fast for such a big driver with good amount of details, and sounding pretty realistic. So, as an example, I've selected Musica Nuda, Game of Taking Chances, and it's banda larga version, and it sounds superb. First of all, acoustic bass has nice body and sense of realism, and thanks to the enhanced stage, that intro with fast breathing into your ears sounds like superbly, really with really great presence, feel, and actually sense of realism. Mid frequencies are balancing between detalization and weight, like it happens with good, like nicely tuned dynamic drivers. They will give you both emotions and dynamics, and at the same time nice amount of details, but without focus on the micro contrast. It's not the model for critical listening, it just gives you more solid representation, but it's not weighty or bloated, so sounds pretty good, and it helps to give you a nice sense of realism, nicely represent character of instruments, nicely render vocals, and of course they built a pretty spacious stage, like better than even like high segment IEMs. Maybe some top of the line IEMs can be compared with them, but not always actually. So in terms of stage and realism, earbuds are great. Sound isolation, of course, will spoil your experience if there is a lot of noise outside, but besides of that, they sound pretty well. And example, it's Moon Song by Louis Armstrong and Oscar Peterson, and lot of great stuff here. Trumpet, vocal, keyboard part, accompanying instruments, they all require a nice sense of realism, and with these earphones you're getting even the sense of immersion into this studio where they did records. And treble, it's not sharp, but it's present. Of course, it has like noticeable roll-off in the upper treble segment, so extension is just about average, but it's also mainly because form factor, I think. Treble is nicely balanced, it has a good weight, but it's not sound slow. It doesn't sound too sharp or sibilant, at least for me, but if it will be too sharp for you, foam tips will solve this issue easily. And in general, nice, good amount of basic overtones and great sense of realism for instruments. But no rich layering or something like that, but it's something to be expected here. And example for the treble, it's King Crimson, one time, lot of different instruments, greatly sounding bass, percussions, and a lot of other things that goes to the treble area. They are well recorded and nicely captured, and these earphones, of course, not fully representing this track, but basically it sounds pretty acceptable and enjoyable. In terms of pairing, actually they require at least some good digital to analog converter and or some player, because they have a nice technical potential to be unveiled and shown. Nothing super powerful, but still something better will be a plus. Speaking about the comparisons, actually what we've got, FF1 by FiiO, they are like simpler in sound, flatter with less three-dimensional stage, with slightly warmer sounding mids, and this one sounds more natural, more balanced, and more technical. Regular FF3 previous model, they were built of stainless steel, looked superb, but were pretty weighty, so they were uncomfortable because of that weight during long listening sessions. Those are made of aluminium, and actually that raised their comfort. In terms of sound, here you're getting more natural and balanced signature, while regular FF3 was a bit sharper and natural for me, but sometimes slightly treble being slightly too sharp. And FF5 still keeps their flagship position with more natural sound, better resolution, and better stage building. But if you're looking for some earbuds in the affordable segment, FF3S is a really solid option to try because they are nicely built, offering good balanced sound and accessory set and other stuff like that. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and have a great day.